What's up everyone? Today we're going to be making a kimchi cocktail.
Oh yeah!
For those of you who have never had kimchi, it is a Korean fermented cabbage. The one that I bought, no MSG. I like MSG. MSG has been debunked as a myth for being bad for you. Let's give this a taste. Cabbage, vinegary, sweet, a little spicy, a little umami. I think the fun part about this kimchi cocktail is while the alcohol destroys your gut microbiome, the kimchi is bringing it back. Is that scientifically proven and true? I don't know, but I believe it, and placebo effect is real. So for the kimchi cocktail, I am going to use, I haven't decided yet, either soju or shochu. Soju is Korean. Think of it as a mild Korean vodka, whereas shochu is a Japanese distilled liquor.
'Cause I look good 24/7.
Shochu, the Japanese version, has more of a whereas soju tastes a little bit more. So we'll do a little taste test and see which one we like more, and then we'll make our cocktail. Oh. Ooh. I like this one more. The soju tastes a lot more. For this cocktail, I want it to be clean. So I have decided we are going to use our kimchi infused soju. For this cocktail, I'm gonna be adding yuzu and clementines and acids, and not that kind of acid. And although if you want, hey. Let's get making the first ingredient. There is no rule book to tell you how to infuse kimchi to soju. This one was kind of an eyeball situation. I just added a generous amount of kimchi. It depends on how kimchi you want it. I infused it overnight, but I added around this much kimchi, filled up the mason jar with soju, let it marinate, and let it sit for 12, 24 hours. But I thought you said overnight. You know, sometimes I sleep for 12 hours. So the math is funky on that. That's more of it's a feeling. So for this next ingredient, I am doing a rectified clementine yuzu juice. I want to use equal part citrus and sugar. The problem with that is you're only really limited to lemon and lime because no other citrus has that acidity. So in this case, I am going to be using clementine oranges, yuzu juice, but in order to get it to an actual sour, I am going to additionally add malic acid. A citric acid will come from a citrus, whereas malic acid come, for example, from an apple. For my sugar, I'm just gonna use regular sugar because why mess up a good thing? We got all these wonderful flavors here. Let's keep it civil. Hey, I'm the Fonz. So you know, outfits got me feeling a different way. This one is like, let's make some rectified juice. First, let's cut the citrus. Once you have everything cut, we're just going to juice it. Wow, that's some fresh juice. That is some fresh juice. Trying to catch me riding dirty. Oh. So in case I mess up the proportions and I hate the way it tastes, I'm actually gonna go half at a time. Although I wanna try this first. It tastes like cuties juiced. Which is what you would think it tastes like. With that said, if this is the pH scale of like sour and like base, I guess, this is somewhere over here. So I'm going to add yuzu juice. It's a Japanese citrus similar to lemon, but it's got a sweetness to it that I can't explain. I love the way yuzu tastes so good, despite my sour face. It's like eating a warhead and saying it tastes so good. I promise you it does. I'm sweating. This is pretty sour, so I'm gonna add 1 ounce to this. I'm gonna try this before adding. Oh, that's really good. Do you wanna try this? So good. It's still a little bit sweet, so I'm actually gonna sour it up a little bit more with about 0.75 more of yuzu juice. I am actually going to give this a little taste on my finger to decide how sour slash sweet this acid is. That tastes so good. You know when you get sour candy? Candies are usually coated in citric acid. This one is a little less bright. This is half a teaspoon. I'm sweating drinking that, so we gotta add more sugar. If I don't sweat, that's the meter. Science and math. I wanna add a healthy amount of sugar to this. I'm still sweating. I think just that same amount of sugar and we're in business. It looks like a lot, and it is, but it's gonna taste so good. You know, some people use scales, some people use measuring jiggers. Today we're using the sweat thermometer. Thank you. I am done. Blair Witch. Before I even make anything, I wanna see if these flavors even work together, because if they don't, then I have to. In this case, I would do equal parts, the soju and the clementine, the rectified juice. If this tastes good, we can move on. If not, go straight to jail. Do not collect $200. You know what that tastes like? That tastes like kimchi infused soju with rectified clementine yuzu juice. I actually want to consider using more citrus in here. The thing about the kimchi is the garlic. There's a sort of sharpness to it that I want to dial back. Okay, that's lovely. That's lovely. We are in business. So for this last thing, I also don't know how it's gonna work. I am making a Shrub soda. I am going to be using that damn soda stream one more time that I am so fearful in my life. Here we meet again, my enemy, a carbonation device. I don't want the apple cider to be overpowering. I want it to be subtle. So I am going to add 1 ounce to a full thing. Smell-wise, it's very mild. I don't want it to be overpowering. God, let's do this and hope that it, you know, they say you should only carbonate water, and now I understand why. It's so dangerous. I'm gonna do it on the lowest setting again. Godspeed. Something's happening, okay. The next time I'm going to invest in a, what Spikesina said, a more manual one we can control. But you know, if this, again, tastes good, that's all I care about if it's carbonated. Mild, mild, mild. I kind of want to add more. But I'm not gonna soda stream it anymore. I am now just going to infuse this in. I added another ½ ounce in this. Oh my gosh, you guys. I saw my life flash before my eyes. And hey, you know, bon appetit. Soda water, apple cider vinegar, it sounds good to me. My gut microbiome today is living large. I think that tastes great. Before we assemble the cocktail, I'm going to rim this glass with a crushed Korean pepper. I'm afraid of this being a little too spicy. It's very spicy, but I like the color of it. I'm going to mix this, some salt, so it still has a color. I'm just gonna stir this. That's beautiful. That's what it looks like right now. You're gonna want citrus on the side that you're rimming it on. I like to do it on one side. You always have the option to not have it if you want. I'm just gonna clean it off so that it's angled like this. There's 2 methods when you're shaking a cocktail. You can either strain it over fresh ice, or you could dump the entire contents in. So imagine a mojito with mint in. When you dump the whole thing, it's called a dirty dump. I think a little dilution in the whole thing is fine, especially since I'm adding soda water to it. So for that reason, I'm just going to shake the whole thing and dump and top off with soda water. In this, we have 2 ounces of kimchi marinated soju. A little pulpy. We're adding a little bit more than 2 ounces of our rectified clementine yuzu juice. Maybe two and a half. I'm adding about how much ice I think will fill this glass up. That is so good. So now I'm going to dump this whole thing in the glass, making sure the ice doesn't bounce back. I want to top this off with soda water and pray that it tastes good with the apple cider vinegar. Now I'm going to give this a stir before I drink this. And for garnish, I got a Korean pepper, just so you understand before you even drink what this is. So this tells you it's gonna be spicy, maybe umami. That's lovely. Hard seltzers, I am coming for you. This is so crushable. Can someone try this?
Yeah, that's still got a lot of spice to it. Oh, it's really nice though.
You know, this is a Korean aperitif to me. So an aperitif is something you drink before dinner, open the palate. Imagine this with tacos.
It would be really good, like hot weather, refreshing.
We did the damn thing. I genuinely had no idea how this is gonna taste. I want to try new flavors so that you're experiencing something new for the first time. And I never know if it's gonna be good or not. So I'm so happy when things turn out well. Thank you for joining me. I don't want to say this, but if you should know, I have a team of like lawyers over there with guns saying, tell them, like, and subscribe. So I'm saying it for them.